Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode 2 in fact, of Darkest Dungeons. So, last we left off, we had just finished the second week fight, and the first thing I wanted to do is to upgrade the stagecoach network. So we're going to use some of our heirlooms, and we need one more deed. We have 7 out of the 8 required, so let's trade 3 busts in for 2 deeds and get 2 upgrades to the stagecoach network. This will allow us to have a larger selection of heroes to recruit at the end of each week. Looking at the shop, nothing special there. So, before I embark on this next mission, I want to change up my heroes a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is to give Donger some rest. So I'm going to put her into the cloister, but before I do that, I'm going to decide that the cloister is going to be one of the ways I want to de-stress primarily. So I'm going to spend a bunch of my busts and crests to upgrade the cloister so that it's cheaper to treat her there, and then also it's more effective. Alright. And let's embark now. I'm going to give Renaud a bit of a rest and replace him with Warsi, our Shieldbreaker, our compulsive Shieldbreaker. And Dismas is going to return, and I'm probably likely to look for a short excursion. One with rewards that I like. This one is decent, I guess. So this occultist here will have a nice bonus to eldritch creatures once we're finished. I'm not going to really purchase anything. I'll bring 1 key and 1 holy water. And I start off with 1 anti-venom as well. Now, the new heroes I should go over as well. So we have just recently introduced Warsi. She moves around a lot. Her abilities move her forward and backwards, and backwards. So one ability to move forwards, some of the ones that are locked also move her forwards. So she's constantly bouncing between 2 slots, which means ideally I would want to get Dismas point blank shot when partnered with her, so that he can do a lot of damage with point blank shot continually if I wanted to, because he could go backwards and then she could go forwards, he could go backwards, she could go forwards, and they keep swapping between first and second slot. There's a lot of synergy to be had between heroes, so it is important to match heroes that play off of one another well. The occultist here has a heal ability, for instance, that has a chance to bleed people as a result, and the plague doctor has an ability that cures bleed on one of my allies and himself. So they two have some synergy as well. I would say pretty much every hero has a little bit of synergy, but some work really well together and some do not.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Alright, so let's get going here. The first thing I want to do is plague the back.
Precision and power.
The occultist really getting battered. Grape Shot Blast is a good way to do a bunch of damage. So heck yeah, sounds good to me. Ouch. That's stressful. Heal on you. Probably, yeah. Let's get a heal going. A maximum heal, that's perfect. And then impale. Lovely. Now, one of the benefits to Disorienting Blast is it clears all the corpses. So let's go ahead and do that, because then it puts the 2 Arbalists in the front 2 slots, so they can no longer use their ranged attacks. They can only use point blank attacks. This Arbalist is going to die next round because he's going to die from Blight. So we'll attack the other one. And then he's dead. And we win. Ooh, we got a bleed skill chance. Let's give that to Dismas, because he has open vein. Alternatively... you know, actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to give it to Towel, the Plague Doctor, because his bleed does not come with a debuff, whereas Dismas's does. So we're looking for 100% room battles. Because we didn't scout, we ought to check this way. So room battles are the big rooms, not in the hallway. So this, for instance, is a hallway battle.
Back to the pit.
And because they're surprised, I know I'm gonna get...
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Yep, perfect. They didn't even get a turn. Why give them a turn, right?
Push on to the task's end.
Alright, let's see if it was necessary to travel this way. Maybe this room's empty anyway. No, it's not. It has a pseudo armor and a bunch of enemies, and despite our light level, we got surprised. That sucks. Because we're gonna get stress attacked pretty hard here as a result. And there's nothing I can do about that. Alright, my turn. Let's go and stun you. And move you forward. Ah, perfect. All the way to the front. He's not able to use his stress attack in the front row. Now, the Cultist Brawler will switch spots with him on his next attack. But I could just stun him, too. Let's just do that. Ooh, good old crit. This fight, despite having been alerted, or rather surprised, we're doing pretty good. I was hoping to stun him so that I could avoid that damage, but I guess not.
Destroy them all.
Adder's Kiss, which puts Blight. Or not. I was hoping for Blight. 5 health. Unfortunately, the Occultist doesn't do a lot of damage.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
So his attacks aren't that direct. My Highwayman literally can't do anything from that slot to the enemy. And neither can my Plague Doctor, so he'll just go ahead and buff. Here we go.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Now, generally speaking, suits of armor are safe to interact with, so let's go and open it up. And it gave me Ruins Adventurer, which makes me stress less in the ruins. Perfect. And I did need to come down to this room. There was a room battle there, so that was worth it. Green like Molten Envy. All the jewels and stuff have sort of very negative names associated. Hello. Alright. Incision, no. Disorienting Blast. Try to keep her from causing more stress on us. We don't in this party composition, we don't really have anyone that can de-stress, so it's important to isolate the stress attacks and take them out of play. I don't think I have any other heroes here that can capitalize on Mark, unfortunately. Okay, I know my hero is bleeding. I could take the bandages, but I'm not that worried about the little blood. I was hoping for that to do more than nothing. Nope. Whole lot of nothing. This is a very low damage group except for the Shieldbreaker. A lot of utility abilities. And unfortunately a lot of bleeding, which is not that great against skeletons that don't bleed really at all.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. As the light gains purchase,
Some
spirits are
spiders.
lifted, and purpose is
Oh, and they're
made
going
clear.
first. That's not good. The Webbers are going to get a lot of... Oh, I resisted this. No, I didn't resist the stun. Bummer. At least they don't have big health pools. They're going to be easy for me to kill. Like a so. Squishing the bugs.
Be gone, fiend.
And they're all dead.
Success.
So those are all the room battles, but
Or is it merely a trick
unlock
of the
strong
light?
box. I don't think I need to use a key on this, right? No, I don't. Sometimes it's poison though.
A fortune. Wait
So I can complete right now, but I'm down to explore some more. I am not I can still profit from this excursion. I'm not that worried about the safety
imaginations
of my
spring
group.
to life. With
I'm gonna have her read the bookshelf because she has the lowest stress, and for good reason, because the passages were unsettling. We'll check west first. Locked display cabinet? I don't think it is. I like display cabinets when you have a key. There's usually a lot of profit in there. We're getting beat up. Uh-oh. That's not good. I think someone has Stress Eater. Yep. She is Stress... No, Stress Faster. Yeah. Towel has Stress Eater, and I forgot about that. So... because of his stress levels, he needed 2 meals, and I couldn't provide it. So everyone suffers as a result. I needed 5 food, and I only had 4. It's my bad for lack of preparation. As long as I stay
injury and despondence.
under 100, I can always treat them, if I want to.
Or cowardice.
You don't necessarily have to treat them, because heroes recruit for free, oddly. Oh, but here's a statue. The Altar of Light will... Ooh, I should bless my Shieldbreaker. That will be a lot of extra damage. And I just realized they were out of order, but that's okay. Terrible heal.
Another one falls.
Don't web me. No. Having my big damager stunned, not so good. And she's going to be on death's door too. Lovely.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
So that means that, let's look at her. She has a 67% resist to death's door. And we only heal her for 2. That is obnoxious. So now she's flirting with death here.
Teetering on the brink.
I'm trying to heal her away from death's door, but it's not going so well because the heals have been so bad.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Now the thing is, I can take the antivenom, take the bandages, and she's still at death's door, but she's not dead. I should probably turn around at this point, but I kind of want to see this
In Radiance, may we find victory.
to its end. Oh, you know what? I can give her 2 food. There, now she's not 1 shot from death. I'm going to risk claustrophobia on you. Nice, I got loot instead.
Wealth beyond measure.
Ooh, I got a pretty nice hat.
To the brave and the fool.
The Iron Maidens are usually not that safe to interact with. And that's it. Quest complete.
More bones return to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
Hopefully we get good quirks out of this. Ruins Explorer, sure. Manic for money and max HP. Manic for money is kind of annoying.
She has paid dearly for her freedom. That deserves.
Ooh, she has a unique quirk.
Place.
Twilight Dreamer. So only 1 hero in my entire roster can have this, but she gets to ignore stealth, which is pretty important later on. Her negative quirks: never drink and less accuracy. That's kind of bad, but she's recruitable, I would say. So let's grab her.
Shifting, swaying. She mesmerizes her prey before the final strike.
Alright, let's check our entire lineup here. Yet another. A Plague Doctor. Calm is not actually that much of a problem. Plague Doctors don't do direct damage. So, Towel here, I think you are going to lose your stone and kind of get fired.
This one has become
I like this one better.
Useless.
Houndmaster, God-fearing, will only pray and is not allowed to visit the brothel. Hard-skinned. I don't usually use Houndmasters all that much. She's not terrible. I'll think about it. Leper. Stress heal received. Ooh, he is a good leper. Yeah, I'll absolutely bring you on.
This man understands that adversity and
Now, there's no reason to not bring on the rest of them. I just might not use them. So my occultist, you need some prayer if I'm to continue using you. And let's say I am. Now, the end of this week, I did just unlock the guild.
Make no mistake. We will face
And I unlocked the blacksmith.
Our soldiers must be
So
ready.
I want to make the blacksmith pronto. I'm going to
Bellows
trade
blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
busts for deeds and make
Fan the
weaponsmithing.
flames, mold the metal. We
And
are
let's see if I
raising
can
an
afford the guild,
army.
and I can. Perfect. Alright. So, let's figure out what our next embarkation will be. It will probably still be in the ruins. Knight's Crest wouldn't be terrible for my Crusader. This wouldn't be terrible for the Highwaymen. It would make landing hits a little hard. And that's a lot of health, but it's a medium-sized excursion a little bit longer. I'm going to get the Crusader crest. So I'm going to have him actually fight for it. And let's fill up the roster here. So we're going to take Mariage out, which definitely leaves Malvalet at home. And then who's our backliner? Dogner is ready to come back into the lineup. And Mantle, why not? You two. The Greater Good is the name of this lineup here. Interesting. Now, before we head out, let's go ahead and upgrade some abilities. So for Reynald here, I want to unlock Inspiring Cry and the upgraded version of it. I'm going to ditch Bulwark of Faith. It's a really nice torch ability, but I don't use it very much. We'll keep... We will put 1, 2, and I'm trying to think, maybe I should keep it. No, I'm going to give him Battle Heal. I'm going to have him be sort of the off healer. So here is his current skills: Smite, Zealous Accusation, Battle Heal, and Inspiring Cry. So if he's in the backfield, he can still heal a bit. Then we'll give him some better weapons. Dogner, better weapon. I'm only going to improve the weapons of the heroes I'm taking out right now, and I can't do that for Mantell or Marriage because they haven't leveled up at all. Now, Dogner, we're going to give you better heals. I'll give you the stunning ability. And the last one, maybe Judgment. And yes, I am investing heavily in expense in these heroes here. So I should make sure that I take care of them as a result. So Mantell, you come with Plague Grenade, Noxious Blast, Medicine, and I think what I'm going to do is get Blinding Gas on him. Or no, Disorienting. Disorienting would be good. Alright, let's switch that one ability around. And then Marriage, you have Purge, which is fine. Hew, sure. Chop, and I was going to get Solemnity, because that's the self-heal de-stressor. That's kind of a bread and butter skill of the Leper. And this Leper is resilient, so Solemnity works even harder. Alright, so this is a really, really strong lineup. I'm really tempted to do the medium-sized room, actually. Let's do it. Wait, cancel. Oops. Wait, what was that? No, I think I'm all set. Alright. Medium-sized room, so more food, more torches, a little bit of variety of items. And we've spent all of our money, so we better make this back.
Pace out the halls of your lineage.
So we just need to explore 90%, which is not so bad. Already in our first fight. That was quick. I'm going to use Disorienting Blast on the Arbalist because putting him in the front row makes him a lot less useful. Let's go and try to stun one. I should have stunned the middle one, actually, because he hasn't yet to take his turn.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
A little zealous accusation. Oh, perfect. That middle one won't even get a turn.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I don't believe I can reach this skeleton because the corpses are in the way, so I'll smash the corpses. And
As the fiend falls,
down he goes.
a faint hope blossoms.
That was a really easy first fight. So the longer the mission, the more stress management you're gonna have to do. So this is a really nice stress management and heal group. This is an endurance group for sure, because we have 2 healers and two distressors, one self-distressing and one teammate distressing.
The light, the promise of safety.
Display cabinet. I bet you won't stay locked. Perfect. Starting to make the money back. They're surprised. Well, their loss is my gain. Let's go and play grenade. Their backline.
Another one falls.
And only one even gets to attack us. Little grave nibble, and he misses. Ha!
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
It's one of those situations I feel like the game's being a little too easy on me. Alright. Continuing deeper. And here's a fight right now. Ooh, a dodge. With only level 4, or rank 4, or whatever, skill 4 dodge. They're not ranks or levels. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's disorient the spitter, because it has not yet taken its turn, and we failed. Bummer. Try to stun it. Nope. We fail again. I was trying to prevent it from ever getting a bite, but it bit me anyway. Wow, lots of missing. Yikes. Okay, at least we landed a stun that time. I should resist the stun here. Yep, and I did. The reason why I said I should is because I have 100% stun resist, because I got stunned last round. So speaking of stunned, I'm gonna stun you. I don't care that my hero's blighted. It's not that big of a deal. Oh man, Leper. I'm gonna have to start using... Nope, Chop and Hugh actually has the same chance to hit. Let's use Noxious Blast. This fight is... For some reason or other, I am struggling on this one. So this middle spider is just gonna die on its turn.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And we'll use... Ooh. A nice crit there. Finally. The leper actually famously has really low accuracy, so if you like lepers, because they're very tough and hard to take down, trying to give them trinkets for accuracy is probably the way to level up your lepers.
As the light gains
As indicated by the fact that he missed like the first 3 swings.
and purpose is made clear.
Alright, let's go left first. A confession booth. Remind me what this does. This is stress relief, cleanse with holy water. Let's... There, 0. Okay, here's a trap. disarm it with the leper, because the leper was the second most stressed. I can stack my torches now, saving myself some room. Nothing in this room. Time to go for the hallway. Now, I did bring a whole lot of food with me. So the alchemy tables are a little interesting. You can either set them on fire for maximum light level with a torch, or cleanse them with the medicinal herbs for gems, usually, and gold. So I chose the cleanse route because I didn't need the torch level. No fight here either. All right. And then I'll have to double back pretty far. We're pretty deep in it now.
Finding the stuff is only the
Little
first
journal
test.
entry, a trampled
Now it
journal.
must be carried home.
This room have a fight? It does. Pretty much if there's a chest in there, you can be pretty sure there's a fight to be had. Enemies like loot. So they're trying to stress out my paladin. Cool. Let's go and stun you for your next turn. They're really just dumping on the paladin, aren't they? And disorienting blast the courtier, stunning him to dead weight. Am I gonna get stunned? Nope. So I'm going to heal myself, which will also reduce my stress. And I'll probably just chop. Oh, wow, nice. Now these two are stunned, so they skip with their turns. Noxious Blast on you. Nice. They're not going to take any turns this round. Now the courtier is going to die in his next turn. I'm just going to keep de-stressing myself.
The match is struck. A blazing star.
She's going to use one more stress ability, likely. Not a problem. Used on one that wasn't even stressed. She resisted the blight, though. I can now re-stun her. She's no longer resistant to it. And crit myself for de-stress. As you can see, stress is not that much of a problem with this composition anymore. Alright, she's dead. Her next turn, which is now.
The
Boom.
slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And stunned. I'm using Solemnity to de-stress him. Now, if I delay too long by sort of healing and de-stressing myself, I'll actually become more stressed. So I do need to wrap this fight up, which I'll do right now. Yeah.
Continue the
Done.
onslaught. Destroy them all.
So this is a grave robber trinket and some deeds that I don't have room for either. So for the deeds, let's get rid of this citrine. And the grave robber trinket, get rid of the antivenom. Unlocked, so let's just open it. Ooh, a bunch of crests. Nice, and they stack pretty nice and high. Alright, now we have to double back on ourselves, and there's one battle to be had. Probably lice. Nope, some good old brigands. Putting the ranged person in the front like that is a really nice way to make them worthless. But I killed him anyway. Slice and dice, dodge, great. Shank, this might, oh, dodged again. Yikes, you guys are not lucky. Now I used that to get rid of the corpse that was in my way because the leper wouldn't have been able to hit. Oof. That was a stressful crit. I'm just lowering my stress a little bit. It's probably not all that necessary. My stress really isn't that high. And I'm going to remove the bleed. See if I can't stun this guy even though he's resistant. Haha, and I did anyway. Poor guy. Skipping his turn. So he's dead next turn no matter what I do. Because that blight will tick off and he'll be dead. So I might as well just heal myself. And de-stress myself as much as I can. Perfect. Lots of healing. And lots of de-stressing.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Emerald replacing Jade would be positive. Now, if I really run out of room, I can always use my firewood to set up camp. I'd like to get a little bit further. Maybe get to this room here at least. Oop, I saw that trap, and yet I tripped it.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
And the narrator laughed at me for it, calling me careless. So there's a trap and a curio in the hallway after this run. It's too bad there's no, like, sprint button for when you're double backing. But I guess it makes sense. It's trying to prevent you from doing a whole lot of double backing. Heirlooms, cool. And we don't have room for these. I'll just suck down some food. And there's a big old battle here. Let's disorient you. Put you in the front. Good. And stun. They have the same stun resist, so stun you. Why not? The weaker one. Real close to death, that one. Let's just snipe him with our healer. We haven't been taking that much damage, so I can use the healer to do stuns and damage, which is fun. This dude can't even really attack. Graveyard Stumble is just a trying to lunge forward attack. The leper's perfectly fine being a frontliner. Plague Grenade, Noxious Blast. There we go. And then, of course, the Arbalist being in front sucks for him because he's not a good frontliner. I can't even reach that skeleton, so I'm just going to help a friend. And I'll probably do a disorienting blast here just to get rid of the corpses. Poof. Corpse is gone. And that gets the skeleton a little bit closer so I can actually hit him.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
So we got some stuff. I'd like to get the Talon. It feels bad to get rid of all the medicinal herbs, but that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna ignore the Jade. Sarcophagus. If my memory serves, cannot be cleansed, but it could be haunted. I think it can be partially cleansed by just bashing it with a shovel, so I'm going to do that. Nope, didn't work. Ooh, that's not good. Negative trait. Well, confession booth. Let's go ahead and de-stress ourselves. Poof. A little hunger. May not even need to camp. I might camp like right at the end of the whole exploration here. Oh, he's stealing everything. Great. That's a bummer because that was a journal entry. That would have been useful to bring back.
The cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I have one more shovel. And here's another battle. They're surprised. You're gonna be even more surprised when your Musketeer is in the front. Now, the big guy is kind of resistant to stuns. I'll try anyway. Yeah, it didn't work.
Destroy.
Nice. There goes their crossbowman. Rain of Whips is a bleeding ability, and it worked, sadly. Harmless poke. He's all the way in the back, so he can't even hit me very well. So let's cleanse both the bleeds off me and... There we go.
Decimated.
At this point, this dude back here, like, can't even really hit us, which is kind of funny. And he's stunned. I don't know. He can do Rain of Whips and punishment, I guess, from back there. But I'll just keep judging him. And we can disorient him or plague grenade. Why not plague him up a bit? So Purge will clear all the enemy corpses. But I think I'm just going to do Solemnity. I'm not in any rush. That was rude. Alright, I think I do need to clear these corpses out, so let's go do that. Put them in the front row, and stun them. Perfect. Bash him in the face. He is dead no matter what I do, so... Heal the party.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Running out of room again. Let's see. I will discard the torches. Lock sarcophagus. I happen to have a key. Guess I'll reset the hero order. And I think this... Ooh, I meant to torch up. Ah, good, there was no one here. The next room I enter will be the 90% mark, I believe.
Glittering gold.
But I might just continue from there.
Paid for in blood.
I don't necessarily need to quit at 90%. Yep, that is the 90% mark. Let's keep going.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
I don't even need that torch. Although we would have made a little gold reselling it. I should have grabbed it. Oh well. This last room is empty.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Nice. So one advantage of seeing it through like this is when you camp right at the end like this,
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable.
we can use camping skills to reduce all the stress that we built up this fight. So the way this works is you have a certain amount of time left, and this ability I just used uses 2 time. So I can do stand tall and remove a debuff, remove some stress and any penalties, and just sort of will all de-stress each other. I'm curious if I have... Yes, so here is an ability called Sanctuary, which prevents Nightmare Ambush, which is also kind of important. I don't think... Oh, what is this? No, don't do that. And now we won't be ambushed, and we can complete our journey perfectly.
The shifted corridors
Racking in the life crystal
ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
and some treasure and heirlooms. Compulsive, that's not good. Less stress if the torch is high, that's nice. And more damage if the torch is low, not likely to be used by me. Well guys, that's probably way more time than I should have taken, but I wanted to finish that dungeon.
Could be heard from the tavern.
So if you have any feedback for me, if you have any tips, tricks, ideas, anything like that, drop me a line, and I do hope that you tune in next time. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Adios.